Welcome to episode 46 of our deep dive into Robert Greene's The Laws of Human Nature. Today, we're exploring a concept that Carl Jung, the renowned psychologist, referred to as the shadow, the dark side we all possess but often try to hide or ignore. Our shadow contains the parts of ourselves we're not proud of, or might even be ashamed of. But confronting this dark side is crucial. By acknowledging and understanding our shadow, we gain a deeper understanding of who we truly are, allowing us to become more authentic and real. Our dark side forms when we're kids. As we grow up, we learn what behaviors are okay and what aren't. To fit in and be liked, we push down the parts of us that don't seem acceptable. Over time, these hidden parts become our shadow. It's like a secret box where we stuff all the things about ourselves we don't want to see or show others. But here's something interesting. Our shadow isn't all bad. Sure, it might hold our anger or selfishness, but it can also hide good things, like our creativity or strength. We might push these down too if we were taught it's not okay to stand out or be powerful. How do we know if we're not dealing with our shadow? There are some signs to look out for. One big one is when we point out faults in others that we actually have ourselves. It's like when someone always complains about how messy other people are, but their own house is a disaster. This is called projection. Another sign is when small things make us really angry or upset. If someone's comment ruins your whole day, it might be hitting a sore spot in your shadow. Also, watch out for times when you do exactly what you say you hate. Like if you always talk about how lying is terrible, but then catch yourself in a lie. That's your shadow peeking out. Ignoring our dark side can cause problems. It's like trying to hold a beach ball underwater. It takes a lot of energy, and sooner or later, it's going to pop up. When we push down parts of ourselves, it can lead to sudden outbursts of anger, or doing things we later regret. It also makes it hard to really know ourselves, or have close relationships with others. But when we face our shadow, good things happen. We start to understand ourselves better, including the parts we've been ignoring. This can actually give us more energy and creativity. We become more real and whole. Our relationships get better too, because we're not always blaming others for our own stuff. So how do we start looking at our dark side? One way is to write in a journal. Pay attention to what makes you really upset or angry, and write about it. Think about the things you often criticize in others. Could these be things you don't like about yourself? Talking to a therapist can also be really helpful. They can guide you through this process safely. It takes courage to look at our shadow. It means facing parts of ourselves we've been avoiding for a long time. But it's worth it. When we accept all of who we are, the good and the bad, we become stronger and more authentic. As we get to know our own dark side, we often become more understanding of others. We realize everyone has their own struggles and hidden parts. This can make us kinder and more connected to people. Remember, facing our shadow isn't about letting our worst sides take over. It's about bringing these hidden parts into the light so we can understand them. When we do this, we can actually control them better and use their energy in good ways. This journey of getting to know our shadow never really ends. As we grow and change, our shadow changes too. But each step we take towards understanding ourselves more fully helps us become more whole. In a world where we're often told to only show our best side, looking at our shadow is a brave thing to do. It's about being honest with ourselves and really trying to grow. It can be hard, but the rewards are big. As we make peace with all parts of who we are, we find we have more creativity, wisdom, and inner freedom than we ever knew. So here's the invitation. Dare to look inside yourself. Explore all the parts of who you are, even the ones that scare you. Your shadow can actually be a teacher, helping you become more fully yourself. It might seem scary to start this journey, but it leads to the most amazing kind of freedom, the freedom to be completely, truly you. Remember, everyone has a dark side. It's part of being human. The difference is in whether we face it or not. By confronting your shadow, you're not becoming a worse person. You're becoming a more honest, whole, and powerful version of yourself. And that's something to be proud of. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. If something resonated with you, share your thoughts and personal experiences in the comments below. Your insights could be valuable to others. Now, a quick reminder. Make it a habit to learn something beneficial every day. The content you consume is like food for your brain, so be intentional about it. Otherwise, the algorithm might start influencing your thoughts. Reflect on that. We're now accepting contributions through subscriptions to our channel. Your support will help us with upcoming projects and ensure we continue delivering top-notch content. Join us by subscribing today.